Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. I'm Suzy Vance, and I'm here with Kristina Knowski, who is in her new store,
Ancillaerie,
in Chesterton, Indiana.
thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. So tell me, Kristina, how did you end up in Chesterton?
Well, I'm originally from the Chicagoland area.
Uh-huh.
I was picture framing when I was in college for art school, fell in love with it, and eventually found some work here in Northwest Indiana, moved out here because of my husband, and fell in love with downtown Chesterton. There was a great frame shop here in Chesterton a few years back. Was so lucky to work for them and work with them until they retired in 2016.
And this is not that store.
This is not that
you had
store.
another adventure before
I did.
here.
I had an adventure in Michigan City, which I fell in love with too. And I got to meet some wonderful artists and some wonderful clients there, and build a lot of relationships with the clients in that community. And when that place basically was retiring as well, I wanted to stay here in Chesterton, and so I moved. And now I'm here. So brand new store, new location, but it's been wonderful.
You have shows all the time.
We try to keep work on the walls. We do have a very small gallery space, but we try to keep it always with a local artist.
Yay.
And we always try to keep it somewhat nature or bird themed as well. It doesn't have to be.
You're such a birder yourself.
Yeah.
She's all about the feathers.
I am, just a little bit.
That's fabulous. Where'd you learn to paint?
I actually went to school for at the American Academy of Art in Chicago.
Okay.
So I did my 4-year program there, got a degree in watercolor. That's where I met my husband, Aaron, who's also co-owner. And I got into watercolor by accident, but I've been an artist.
What is an accident?
Oh, well, I actually hated watercolor when I first started.
You did?
It was so.
Why'd you hate it?
If anyone's ever done watercolor, you know it's very difficult to control. And I hated that about it. So when I was in high school experimenting with paint, I really kind of swore off the medium and thought, I'm never going to touch this again. But back in college, I took a watercolor class thinking it would be easier and cheaper to move as an illustrator, because that's what I originally started off doing, which it's not. But my instructor was so wonderful that it completely changed my view on watercolor and painting. And now I think it's for the better, but yeah, it was a love-hate relationship for a while. But once you really learn to allow it to have its control, and you can kind of give it
direction.
Yeah, you kind of like have to know its its own being, and so you have to respect that. But at the same time, you can you've got some tricks and tips now. I've learned that I can kind of handle it a little bit better. But
This
it's
sounds
really
like a human relationship.
It really is sometimes. I mean, it's water. It wants to do what water does, and there's some things you can control, but you have to be willing to let it do its own thing too.
Have you ever thought of teaching?
I've done some workshops, but I've not done any professional teaching outside of the workshops. But maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll all come pick your brain. Learn your tricks. This will be great. And so here you are, and you have wonderful artists that come here. I want to just easily turn this around and let our audience see one of the walls and all the pictures you can have on there. It's just amazing. You can have huge paintings, you can have small paintings.
We've been lucky to have Nancy Cassidy on the walls.
Yeah.
And she's got some big pieces. And we'll have our next artist is Christine Hubble. She's a bird artist focusing on colored pencils and drawing, and she's fantastic. We're having her actually this month, so that'll be our next show.
Thing is that when you were in Michigan City, you met a lot of artists, so you can draw from whomever you want.
I was just talking to another fellow artist, and we have such a great area for artists out here, and I think a lot of people, if we're lucky, know a lot of them. But some people don't realize like the wealth of community we have here, different mediums and different genres and just technique, and it's just really fascinating. I'm really lucky to know as much as I do, but there's still a few people that I haven't met that have gone through the cracks that I haven't met. but we really do have.
They
a
just
wonderful
haven't
community.
been in to have
Not
their
yet,
work
not yet.
framed.
I'm getting there, but it's a great community, and it's really wonderful to get to know so many people that do so many wonderful work, including yourself.
Oh, well, we all try. We all do our best. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Suzy.
sharing. This has been great. I wish you the best.
I wish you the best.
Okay.
Thank you.
Creating from the heart, the artistry of living. We'll see you next time.